This island shouldn't exist. A place where trees bleed red, where plants look like they belong on another planet, and where life has evolved in ways scientists still don't fully understand. Hidden in the Arabian Sea, far from the rest of the world, lies an island so strange it doesn't feel real. This is Socotra, and by the end of this video, you might start questioning how much we really know about our own planet, because this island didn't just become strange by accident. Something happened here, millions of years ago, something that changed life forever. Far out in the Arabian Sea, about 240 miles from mainland Yemen, there's a group of islands known as the Socotra archipelago. But one island stands out, Socotra. At first glance, it looks quiet, dry, almost empty, but that silence is misleading. Because beneath it is one of the most unusual ecosystems on Earth, millions of years ago. Socotra separated from the African continent, and when it drifted away, it took its plants, its animals, and its entire ecosystem with it. Then, it stayed isolated for millions of years. No outside species, no interference, just evolution on its own. And when life evolves in isolation, it doesn't follow the usual rules. It experiments, it changes, it becomes something completely different. And nowhere is that more visible than in its trees. Imagine standing in a forest, but nothing looks familiar. Instead of tall green trees, you see strange shapes, wide tops, thin trunks, like giant umbrellas, frozen in time. These are the dragon blood trees, and they are unlike anything else on Earth. But the strangest part is hidden inside them. If you cut into their bark, a deep red liquid flows out. It looks like blood. For centuries, people believed this was something magical. Ancient civilizations collected this red resin. They used it in medicine, in dyes, even in rituals. Some believed it had healing powers. Others thought it was mystical. But science tells a different story. This shape, this strange design, is survival. The umbrella canopy traps moisture from the air. It creates shade below, and it reduces water loss in extreme heat. In a place where rain is rare, this tree found a way to live. And that's the pattern on Socotra. Strange, but purposeful. But the dragon blood tree is just the beginning, because the deeper you go, the stranger it gets. Walk further into Socotra, and reality starts to feel distorted. You'll find trees that look like giant bottles, thick, swollen trunks, storing water like living reservoirs. These are bottle trees. They look almost unreal, like something designed, not grown. Then there's something even stranger. The cucumber tree, a tree that grows cucumbers, not on vines, not on the ground, but directly from its branches, standing upright like a normal tree. It doesn't follow the rules we expect. And that's the key to understanding Socotra, because over 30% of its plant life exists nowhere else on Earth. Nowhere. This level of uniqueness is rare. Scientists call it endemism. But on Socotra, it's extreme. It's as if evolution here chose a completely different path. And if you're into discovering places like this, places that feel almost unreal, make sure to subscribe to the Island Atlas, because this is just the beginning. But it's not just plants. Animals here are just as unusual. On most continents, life is shaped by danger, predators, competition, constant pressure. But on Socotra, there are no large predators, no big cats, no major threats, and that changes everything. Birds like the Socotra starling exist only here. The Socotra sunbird found nowhere else. Even reptiles and insects have evolved in unique ways. Without pressure from predators, species developed differently, sometimes slower, sometimes in unexpected directions. It's like watching evolution in isolation, but humans also found their way here, and their story is just as fascinating. Around 50,000 people live on this island, scattered across small villages, often far from each other. Life here is simple: fishing, goat herding, small farming. But what makes the people of Socotra unique is their language. They speak Socotri, an ancient language with deep roots in history. It's not widely written, it's spoken, passed down from generation to generation. Stories, knowledge, traditions, all carried by voice. In a world dominated by technology, this feels rare, almost fragile. Life on Socotra isn't easy. The land is harsh, water is limited, the climate is unpredictable, but the people here have adapted. Some still live semi-nomadic lives, moving with their animals, following the land. They understand this environment in ways outsiders don't. They know which plants heal, which ones harm, and how to survive, where survival isn't guaranteed. This knowledge isn't written down, it's lived. But even a place this isolated can't stay untouched forever. Socotra may feel like another planet, but it's still part of Earth, and Earth is changing. Climate change is altering weather patterns. Storms are becoming stronger, dry seasons are lasting longer, and even goats are causing damage. Overgrazing is destroying plant life, including the dragon blood trees and beyond nature. There's human conflict. Socotra belongs to Yemen, a country affected by years of instability. This makes protection difficult, access limited, and the future uncertain. And yet, despite all of this, Socotra survives. So why does Socotra feel so different? Why does it look like another world? The answer is simple: isolation. For millions of years, this island was cut off. No outside influence, no interruptions, just evolution, doing its thing. And when that happens, life becomes creative, unpredictable, strange. That's why scientists often compare Socotra to alien landscapes, because in a way, it is. And if you want to explore more places like this, the hidden, the mysterious, the forgotten, subscribe to the Island Atlas, because there are still islands out there that most people have never seen. Socotra isn't just strange, it's important. It shows us what life can become when left alone. It reminds us that Earth still holds secrets, places untouched, unchanged, unexplained, and maybe that's what makes it so powerful. A place where trees bleed, where plants defy logic, and where life took a path completely its own. Socotra isn't just the strangest island on Earth. It's a reminder that even here, on our own planet, there are worlds we've barely begun to understand.